Hello, everybody. Today we will read chapter 3, that is the little girl from our book, the lesson, The Little Girl, and the book's name is Beehive. The Little Girl, written by Katherine Mansfield. Here in this chapter, we'll come to know about the story. It is a story about a relationship between a very strict father and his daughter, Kejia. Initially, the father is shown as very hardworking and a strict disciplinarian, showing his anger when his daughter puts an obstacle on his work without knowing it. However, in the end, the girl's perception of her father changes when her mother is hospitalized and her father takes care of her with love and sympathy. Let me tell you about the main characters of this story. There are two main characters in this story. The first one is Kejia. Kejia is a daughter who is very afraid of her father at the beginning, and Kejia's perception changes at the end of the story when she comes to know that her father takes care of her. Then the second main character is Kejia's father. Really, Kejia's father is a very hardworking and very strict disciplinarian. Coming towards some of the important points. First of all, let me tell you about Kejia, how she was afraid of her father. The little girl Kejia was really afraid of her father. She always wanted to avoid meeting him, and she felt relieved when she went out of the house. At his presence made her uncomfortable. Out of fear, Kejia used stammering in front of her father. Stammering means she was unable to walk properly, whereas her father, with others, she used to talk normally. She started stammering in front of her father. And when father was not there, she started talking normally. Then, one day, what happened? One day, Kejia had a cold and she did not go to school, and her grandmother suggested her to make with her own hands a pin cushion as a birthday gift for her father, whose birthday was going to come in the next week. So Kezia stitched three sides of that gift, and one side she left unstitched. She wanted to fill it, and she filled it with tearing into small pieces of some papers which she found on her mother's bedroom table. Then finally she torn up all the pages and stuffed the paper in the pincushion, and she had made so her father punished her by beating her hand because all the papers were important papers. Those were kept in her mother's bedroom. And Kejia's father hit her with a ruler to teach her not to touch anything that did not belong to her. Now let me tell you about Kejia's neighbors, the McDonalds. Kejia was really jealous of her happy family living by the next door, McDonald, his wife, and five children. McDonald was really very happy, and he always played with his children whenever he was free. They enjoyed, they laughed with each other, they enjoyed their company as well. Whereas Kejia simply listened to them and could not enjoy. Now, coming towards Kejia's opinion, what was the opinion of her father? When Kejia's mother fell ill and had to be hospitalized, Kejia's grandmother went to look after her, leaving Kejia to be looked by after Alice, who was the cook. While sleeping, Kejia had a frightful nightmare of a butcher with a knife and a rope, and woke up crying. to find her father standing there. And she took Kejia with her to his room and lay down beside her to give her comfort. She slept off due to being tired. As she was very tired, she slept very soundly, and that is why when Kejia realized that he had to work very hard and felt sorry for tearing up his papers. As you already I have told you that when she prepared the gift, she took the paper, important papers from her mother's bedroom, torn it into pieces, and stuffed it in that gift. And those papers were very important papers of his father, and so her father became very angry. And at last, when she came to know all these things, she told him that he had a very that his father her father had a very big heart, and really Keja's father was very strict disciplinarian. Even then, his her father was a very kind hearted man. I think you all have understood the theme of the lesson, the little girl. As I told you, the sketch, the main characters, and some important points of the story. I think you all have understood nicely. Thank you, everybody.